Put a panel on the interior wall. This game seems to make it hard. Like, this shouldn't even be a thing that you have to consider. So they won't be tinted on the inside, I don't think. That is the hitbox of that is outside now, isn't it?
Yeah.
So I presume the window on top needs to be the same. So it needs to be one of those windows, I think. Like that. Alright?
Yeah. Yeah, can you place some the other
So as
four
long
of
as we
those?
do them hitbox outside, then in theory...
Mm-hmm.
Game, please. So you reckon that's airtight now?
Well, yeah, other than the gap at the front, but yeah. I mean, I'm not sure. These corners are going to be literally... I genuinely don't know. If not, we might have to double skin the windows.
So, just looking at this here, the thruster does not appear to have done any damage and it's been running for a few minutes.
Yeah.
So, I think we're okay on that one. But who knows? Okay. These need ripping down and replacing, presumably.
Yeah, well, looks for that. You've armed the panel, but haven't you? But
What, we got a kitchen?
it's a bar, but yeah. The tint's the wrong way around, Paul.
Oh, right. That was a half window, so that's to be that one.
That one's wrong as well. Are you placing those on the inside or the outside?
Outside. That's what we've been doing, isn't it?
No, that block's the wrong way around.
What? It's literally the opposite to what I just put up.
Well, it's the wrong block then. Because that block is blocking backwards, not outwards.
That's a half window inverted, so I did have a half window. So, half window would look like that.
So correct window, now you just need to rotate it and put it the other way around.
How's that?
Correct placement, wrong tin.
Okay. Half window tint.
Correct placement. Correct, Tim.
Congratulations.
I'm supposed to put a piece on top of that.
I will just carry on doing maintenance around the base.
You do.
It's just that's too easy for my genius brain thought.
Cool beans.
I think you're a gap now between the airlock and the windows.
Visibly, yes.
Okay, so how do we fix that then?
Just put like an airlock sticking out.
Unless you double glaze these 5 windows that surrounds it.
Or that.
Hey, Paul.
Right. So how do we fix that problem?
How do you mean?
How do we put a sliding door there that doesn't have a gap?
Can you place the sliding door here and then have this one back one?
Sci-fi sliding door or a sliding door? Let's have a look at the sci-fi sliding door.
I'm alright, thank you. How are you doing?
Is not available for a large ship. Let's have a look at the normal sliding door. So if I place that, it's still got a gap in it.
Well, what about when you place the next one?
No, it's actually got a gap between the frame and that.
Yeah, but what about when you place the next one?
Well, you want me to put... If I place another one outside, it'll get hit by the thruster.
Will it?
Yeah, 100%. I don't like it sticking out either.
Yeah, you can do what Fuzzball said, just double glaze the inside window.
We might have to, just because the game's stupid. We'll have to double glaze it.
Just fire up the thrusters, Paul. Or specifically that one. if
Anything
you can.
within 2 squares will be...
I mean, that's upside down at the moment anyway, but...
You don't need 5 to 6 spaces on the drive, you need 2. Either way, we're not leaving it like that. It looks ridiculous.
Yeah?
We'll bring it back inside and double glaze the window around it and just to seal it up.
I was gonna say it's not getting damaged though.
Yeah.
You could... Oh, I don't know if that would work.
What?
He said, what about having the airlock on the ceiling so you drop down?
Well, that's how I
Same
originally
problem.
had it, but... It's kind of awkward vertically flying upwards.
It's still chewing through that uranium.
Really? Dear me.
It's still 20k of ore!
How can it take you so long?
And
Well,
that's
'cause
what...
there's no
Oh.
speed on it, is it? It's just yield, so...
I'll put a couple more on and just name them uranium.
Right, so which random window piece do we need this time, I wonder? presumes that one.
Something like that.
Get some more stuff on it. Okay. Hopefully that's sealed now with its double glazing. You're going to glaze the inside like that, you might as well not have outward facing windows. Why?
But then we can't have the bit at the front. It's a compromise. This is not a perfect world. Right.
It's not.
Corners, Paul, come on, corners. Are you happy with these 3 seats like this?
They're the least of the problems right now, Sommy. let's just get everything, you know, sealed up here and finished, and then we can at least take it to space and see what happens. Hang on, we might want some glass up there, you know.
Not starting with glass on the ceiling. That's a whole other big ball game of like.
I'm more
Truce
worried
and
about
trouble.
this diagonal piece you got here, this half triangle. Do we just come across the front of it?
We can have a weapon rack.
Have a run your refining, I think yield modules is the base. Oh, we've got full yield on it. Next thing, there'll be a gap on here, won't there?
That doesn't look like a gap, does it?
The only problem is I don't think you can get, like, that's not going to work. Because what you actually need is that. Otherwise, when you get to the corner, you'll never marry up against the other one. How you doing, J-Walk?
Just check the domed bits. I don't think I had enough metal grids.
Yeah, just going around it all. I think that's just pick up some metal grids on their own.
Fuel low.
Oh, of course my fuel's low. Need some more metal grids. This is almost like satisfactory. Nah. I don't think so.
Right, I think that's all done.
I'll be a sec.
Yeah, free goes again.
Do. What's the bottom corner piece look like, Paul?
What do you mean?
I'll be 5 minutes.
Okay.
Hmm.
What do you mean?
Well, square here.
It's going to have to be square, otherwise we'd have to have round everywhere, so this is going to have to come out.
Is that going to go to a round?
I'll probably go... It can't... If you go to round, you'll need round everywhere. You can't marry a round to a square, you can't do it. So we'll just go with a heavy armor block and give it... what's it called? Something like that will do it.
That wasn't what I meant. I meant how does the top of round go to the bottom square? Because you haven't actually changed anything. You've only just changed
Oh, I
block
see.
to a block.
Well,
Sorry,
I don't know. It's going to
make
make
myself clear.
down here. It's going to look interestingly weird. But essentially, probably run into more issues with gaps. Yeah, I think we will. So yeah, as you can see, that's now going to be the usual.
Is there a negative of that? Or are you going to have to say bye-bye to your round corners, mate? Which I agree, it makes it look awesome, but...
Can't use a what piece? Hold on. Half round window. Half window diagonal. A diagonal do it, maybe? Well, yeah, that won't fit, will it? I don't think you can double glaze it, though. A round window, inwards corner. Transparent windows will keep the air in and the space out. Yeah, okay. As in the bottom block can be replaced by a rounded corner. Yeah, but as I keep saying, you can't marry a round to a square. If that round was down there, it would be married to this square block like this, wouldn't it? That's what it would look like. Right, I've got it. I know what we do. We get rid of this. just do the rectangular thing till we get to the top, and then we'll just stick a block on the inside corner. Somehow. Why don't you make the outside of the bottom round as well?
What, like that?
We'd still have a problem. Well, yes, but not quite that piece. So the other one that I used to
So, do you want to change these corners back out to just be standard blocks rather than this weird indent thing?
What do you mean?
The block I'm standing on now,
Yeah.
do you want to change it or do you want to leave it like that?
Well, I was thinking you just leave it and bring the windows around rectangular. So that solves that problem. And then when we get to the top, we just need to figure something out.
Because you know this is heavy and all the rest of it is light, right?
Well, having a corner that's heavy doesn't seem like a terrible idea. Because if you're going to bash things, it's going to be in the corner.
I'm just on about the aesthetic of having this block as an inward trapezoid type thing.
Yeah.
For no reason. Why not just have it as a square block?
Okay.
I really don't mind. That's your just trying to do the design.
I'm losing the will to live with this game right now. Like,
Yeah.
just whatever. I don't care anymore. Like, it's just like a massive uphill battle. Every time you want to do something in this game, it gives you all these pieces, but they don't fit together. And when you do put them together, there's like gaps in them. And so you've got to start re-engineering the entire thing to make the gaps go away. Only to find that further down, something else won't fit. Because you've used a rounded thing, and the rounded things don't work with anything else. And they don't even have the ability to go on without leaving gaps. Because stuff has to go inside or outside, which is just dumb. Like, just why is that even a thing? Just make things thick enough there so they can go, they just like span both. It just doesn't make any sense. So you can't have this nice round design, because then you can't have rounded corners, because you'll have gaps. Space Engineer's nightmare, you're not kidding. It's getting too hot. It's letting you put that on the outside, yeah? So what actually goes here then?
Yes.
This triangle?
I have no idea.
Because that seems like the elephant in the room to me. I mean, Travin, I get that, but like, even just trying to make it functional. Bridge window face. Let's have a look if we can find a piece for that. Bridge window face inverted.
That is what that is.
Is that on the inside or the outside?
It's on the outside, isn't it?
Triangle 1x2. You've made airtight ships with round corners. How did you do it? Right, would that make it airtight? It's really weird when you get on board the ship. Like, everything goes dark outside. Spot a cheesy double glazing. That's a solution to it. It's not a very elegant one.
What's with the 1x1 in the middle? Or did you mean to place another 2x1
Because
on the other one?
Because
This one needs to come out and then be a 2x1? But don't you need to place that on the outside?
I don't think I do. I don't know. You can't place it on the outside because your piece is on the outside. So this is sitting on the inside, hopefully sealing off a gap. Was my theory.
I'm over it. Like,
Yeah, you're over it.
this is ridiculous. Give me a mastic gun. I'll make it airtight.
Exactly. It's not like a hard problem, is it? I can't get my... Exactly what we need, space cork. I don't care if we have to make it out of refined uranium as long as I can have something. Right, is that going to work or not? Why can't I put this one in, but I could put the other one in? Oh, of course it's the wrong way around. Right, do we think that seals it? It doesn't look completely terrible. It's not ideal, but if it seals it off, I'll take it. What's this? Armory lockers. Is that for guns? Right, can we get some lights in here?
There you go.
Wait, what? Well, that doesn't work, does it? That round and the square doesn't work. So how do we make that airtight? Somebody put another window there.
Well, you could, in theory, put a window on the ceiling. It's going to look like absolute rude PG words.
How about half block?
Yeah. Happy with that.
If you really want to, you could taper off into a slope, but at the end of the day, let's just make it functional.
Yeah, I'd go with it. Well, it's sort of a let's get up in the air, test it, and then worry about everything else. Because if it's not going to work in its current state, then we need to do something about it, right?
Exactly.
So dare I be so bold and say we're ready to go? Other than your
We're not.
mapping of the
I was
cockpit?
going to say we're nowhere near ready to go because I've got to map a whole load of controls. Might as well rip out those 2 cockpits now. Close doors, switch the vent to suck and try it out. You saying our vents suck? Vent. Vent 5. Depressurize off. Is that what you mean by suck? Room pressure not pressurized. Right, do we need to have our helmet on for this? Right, are you inside for this test?
Yeah, I'm inside for this test. It wouldn't matter though, in theory, because we're in a.
Okay, so why is it
I
so
saw
dark
smoke
in
out of
here?
the air vent temporarily. But do we not need an air vent that goes to the external?
Mm-hmm. Need outdoor vent to suck and inside normal. So we have to put another vent up, do we? What's going on? Oh, the air just escaped. You see that?
Yeah.
So what do we need to do? Put another vent out here then?
I would assume we need a hole in the ceiling and a vent on the roof.
Why do we need a vent on the roof?
Or
Surely it can just go anywhere, can't it?
I don't know.
Can we just stick a vent here?
I don't know.
We just need contact with the outside.
I don't know. Paul. Paul.
Meanwhile, Pups is just doing his own thing, making cups of tea and faffing around. Oh, I'll be right back.
5 minutes, 10 minutes ago. Yeah.
Just gonna do something else. Okay, right, I'm gonna shut that door. I'm gonna shut that door. Are you inside? Yeah, cool. You can die with me. Right, put your helmet on for safety reasons.
The helmet is on.
Let's go to the vents. Let's go to... We've got 2 air vents now. Hang on. Air vent. In. Air vent. Outer. Right, which one do we need to just depressurize the inner, yeah? Depressurize on. Room pressure 100%. 99.98. 99.97. 99.96. It's going down slowly. Is that a good thing? That means it's airtight, presumably, if we're actually able to remove the atmosphere out of here. Because if I do that, I start dying, presumably. That's really, really, really slowly dropping. Is there any way to speed that up?
But why would you want that pressure down?
Well, I think the point is it's just testing that it's airtight, right?
Ah, okay.
If we can suck all the air out of here, it means we've got no gaps, otherwise the air would be coming back in through the gaps. It's basically a test.
You don't need that outside vent, and the lights on the vent indicate if the room is sealed.
So, okay.
Right, so red, the air vent is switched off or has no power. Yellow, the room is not airtight, e.g. the doors are open, or the outside vent for the cockpit. Blue, the room is depressurizing. The room is airtight and the vent is sucking the oxygen out of the room into the tank.
So it's blue, which means it's working.
Green, and the engineer's HUD does not say oxygen high and temperature warm. The room is in process of being pressurized. Wait a minute and check again. So you're in the process of killing us, basically, at the moment.
Yep.
I'm back and I give up.
Good.
Paul, you remember that wall?
The one that got ran into by the neighbour?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it got repaired.
And now it got ran into again.
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
I shouldn't laugh, but that's funny.
Do you know the best bit even makes it even more funny? By the same guy that hit it the first time.
No,
Oh.
that's absurd. That guy should lose his license right now. That's better. We've got Brian in it. Actually saw what we're doing.
Am I allowed in?
No.
No,
Oh.
we're depressurizing.
Do not open that door.
You do, you'll get blasted to the moon.
Alright, let's open it for science.
No, we're doing a test.
Okay.
98.7. That's ridiculously slow, but I think it works. If you go somewhere with a low atmosphere, you use outside one to pressurize. So, do we think this is good? This is airtight because we've got blue lights.
So that's how the wiki's wording is blue, comma, the room is depressurizing, full stop. The room is airtight and the vent is sucking the oxygen out of the room into the tanks.
Well, the outer vent is on as well, but I'm not sure what depressurize would mean in that context.
So is the oxygen level filling up in the tank?
Well, now that I don't know. If I put that on, what happens? Not sure that made any difference. Stockpile off. So the oxygen tank is 100% filled. Auto refill.
Which is probably because of the hydrogen generator on board, right?
Should also be able to leave it on stockpile, Paul.
But what happens if we need to breathe in the cockpit? Will it just hold the oxygen?
No, just pump it into the cabin, won't it?
Not if you told it to stockpile. Put it this way, if I tell the hydrogen tank to stockpile, I can't even take off because it won't actually power the thrusters. If
So the
tank is full, it
hydrogen
won't
tank
run
is
to-
on stockpile.
Yeah, it is because we're docked, so it's loading up. But before I take off, I have to tell it to go off so that it'll power the
Oh, I
thrusters.
didn't know you had a key, sorry.
Right, I'll turn depressurize off. Gone back to 100%. Back on green.
So it's now green. And the engineer's HUD does not say oxygen high and temperature warm. The room is in process of being pressurized.
Somewhere there's a pink man floating outside our window.
I'm coming for you!
Yellow is that the room is not airtight while the door is open.
So it's airtight. That's what I get
Well,
from
not
this.
at the moment, but
No, it was.
it was.
If I close that door, there you go, the interior door.
There you go.
Green.
So I think green is good, basically.
I think this is airtight. I think we're good.
Yeah.
We have a vent, don't we?
Yep, we've got vents and everything. I think we can move to the next stage, which is working out where we're going to attach things. So the solar panels can probably just go on top now instead of sitting in that awkward spot.
I kind of like that awkward spot there, Paul. It makes it look like it's got wings.
It does, but, you know, I think we've got better options. We also need spotlights, possibly, to put them back somewhere. I don't know where.
We're going to
Maybe
need a
at the front
little...
here. Camera as well.
We're going to need a little container for ice and then make it exempt.
So I think if we put the lights back here, it's not going to work very well. Don't you need to change the airlock? Doesn't it need a middle block with a vent to deep pressure and pressure? I don't know, Train. Honestly, don't know, mate. I get what you're saying. What you're saying is making sense. However... Yeah, I don't know. Let's go to space and try it. So if both those are not up at the same time, you won't lose much. Sounds good to me.
So, Paul, can I stick a small storage container on top of your hydrogen tank for your ice? Won't make it any taller.
A what now?
I need a small storage container for your ice.
Where do you want to put it?
Just where I'm stood. Just directly on top of the tank. Unless you want to keep changing your main storage tank to exempt.
So you're just going to put ice in that one?
Yeah, because at the moment we have to rename the big main one.
Okay.
Or is it just easier to... Well, there's 3 of us to just rename the big one.
I'm fine. It won't make any difference if it's on the back, will it?
Okay. A store that. A block that enables automized trading.
So other than having sort of a set of hinges with like gold wings to like fold the solar panels out, are you happy with just 2?
Yeah, I think so.
I mean, I'd possibly stick with the 4, so
Yeah.
if one of the ones on the back falls off, it doesn't matter too much, right?
It gives us better angle options as well, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Just to go
The
with
only
that.
thing is, mate, is when we're out mining, in theory, the best place to do is to point yourself towards the sun. Like,
Yep. So this is the big issue with all this external plating, is you can't actually put a camera on it. So trying to get a forward-facing camera is a bit of a pain. Maybe put it there.
what do you need a forward-facing camera for with all that visibility?
So when we're going around, we can look at asteroids from a distance and zoom in on them before we go over there. So why can't I put a camera there?
Because of the slope, probably.
There's nowhere to really get a forward-facing camera going. Should just add another block underneath.
Just want another block on the top.
Well, I think I'd rather put it underneath just because it's actually, it won't make it any...
Taller.
Yeah. It's already that high anyway. Oh, Phillips, thank you for 60 months, 5 years, thank you. Moto Junkie, thank you, 23. Nightmare Christmas countdown for the win. Oh, yeah. Oh, what the heck just fell off?
Nothing.
That was a little bit more than nothing. Okay, so where do we actually dock the ships onto then? That's the next question. Got a couple of connectors on top, possibly.
I mean, basically, I would possibly have them sitting almost here on the top of either engine. At the rear. Next to the solar panel.
I thought we were going to have them bound on a connector so we could charge them and stuff.
Yeah, but place the connector here. Obviously it needs a bit of pipe work, but...
Well, the connector's not connected to anything there.
I thought you asked where are we going to put the connector?
Yeah. Unless you want to start ducting all over the top of these engines, and you're not going to be able to power that connector. What if we come out the side of Pup's little box here with a couple of pipes, then turn up with a connector on it?
Yep.
Dock them into the top of that. Just had the delivery app cancel your takeaway. What?
Wow.
I'm sorry. We can't be bothered to deliver. Bye. Just leave them a negative review. Half block with a word from the camera mounting bulb. What do you mean? Back here? Oh, you mean a half high block? Probably not better, I think I just lost a camera. I dropped a camera. I dropped my GoPro. Where'd it go?
I'll have to load you up with ice just as we leave, because I forgot even with it exempt and on the connector it doesn't care.
Oh, what Vorpatrack, mate? What are you on about? That looks rubbish. It's a bit weird, isn't it? Camera not level what? Dot should be on the bottom left. I love how the game tells you this. Okay. Won't actually let me rotate it, interestingly. Oh, hang on. Bottom left. Okay, we can go with that.
Happy Christmas to you as well.
Full.
What's that?
Said happy Christmas to Pups on for Sunday, so happy Christmas back.
That's not good. Hang on, hang on, hang on. Don't build that though. Got a better plan. You can come off down there where I just removed the gyros. And then the connector can finish level with everything else then. It's better. I mean, Pups could also put his box down there, couldn't he? You can have 2 boxes if you want, Pup.
Depends how much ice you want. Just keeps the main storage container free then. Just need to load it manually after we've lifted off.
What's the difference between a gravity generator and a special gravity generator?
One special, duh. Honestly, who even asked that?
The special one creates a
Is that not spherical?
spherical one.
Is that not spherical, not special?
Yeah, it's not spherical. It's a spherical. A special. How big is this thing? It's actually not actually terrible. Okay, I'll have one of them.
Okay, our batteries on our basing quite low.
Well, that's not good.
I think it might be time to turn the engines on and top batteries up.
Go for it.
Well, I would assume it's because Paul sat on the deck with the engines on full.
What? The engines are not on at all.
You did. I'm
What?
assuming when we leave, it'll be fine.
Just stuck the hydrogen engines on for a minute, just to charge the batteries up.
Slander.
I heard it, Paul. He is guilty of that. I agree.
Right, what else have we got?
We don't need more wind turbines. It's just, like Somi said, the engines are running and it's just drained the batteries. We got like 10 hydrogen engines that are on, just charging them up.
Well, the ship shouldn't really be charging because it's not been flown for a while, in theory. Field width 150 meters. Showing HUD.
A weapon rack. I like this, Sammy.
Oh, Mark Sterling, thank you for 72 months there. Thank you for support. That's a long time. Happy anniversary. Biff, thank you for 30 months. Merry Christmas to you. I thought I had a group for batteries. There it is. Let it go. The rotatable turrets, there are hinges and rotors, so you could in theory do it, but they're not. I don't think there's ones that track and stuff. Toby, thank you for 62 months. Merry Christmas. Thank you for 74 months, Mark. Okay, that should do those four. Let's do this back. Actually, More thrusters. I need the hydrogen ones as well. That one, that one. Really wish you could just show the white stuff, just things actually on board. Instead of like every single component docked to this grid right now.
Yeah.
It's just so dumb.
Maybe there was a script for that.
Right, thrusters back should be the 2 hydrogens plus the 4 atmospheric. Atmospheric thrusters should be 4 forward. 2 up, 2 backward. Cool, now I've got to try and remember the mappings. Building a landing gear instead of a connector solves the issue. Yeah, but it doesn't let you transfer stuff or recharge. Oh, that's what I was going to do. We're going to stick a generator on it. A reactor, sorry. Small reactor, large reactor. Yeah, that's actually quite a large reactor. Can we get away with a small one? Small warfare reactor, how big is that? That's still plenty big.
Apparently the warfare is for guns.
I thought the warfare was just the styling.
Yeah, it's just a DLC, isn't it?
Isn't? I thought it was just a DLC like all the other warfare stuff we have. Surely it...
Reactors generate high amounts of power at the cost of refined uranium.
Yeah.
That description isn't any different from one or the other.
It's literally just a styling DLC.
What have you sent me, Chris? Thank you, Chris. I appreciate it. And happy Christmas to you.
Pops, can you load up some uranium into my reactor, please?
Yeah.
Maximum output 15 megawatts, it says. That's plenty. Plenty. Especially with the solars. Right, did I keep... screenshots at all? There it is. Auto. How many kilos uranium do you have? I don't know. Pops is near the screen. What do you
Just
say,
over
Pops?
1.
Go on, Sammy. Sorry.
Just over 1k.
1 kilo?
Well, I'm assuming that's 1,000.
1,000 kilos, I think. We have a metric ton of uranium ingots. That's amazing if we do. We'll soon know when we try and fill up the reactor, because I don't know how much the reactor can take.
I've put 500 in of ingots, and that's 26 out of 1,000 liters.
So we only have 1,000 ingots.
I've got 300 on me, Sammy.
Don't put them all in one place. No, we're just going to put some on board.
Yeah, so in stock, there's 1.3k of uranium, which is 1,000 pieces of uranium ingot. So, not a lot.
Well, I'd be interested to see how much energy we get out of them.
We need to get some ice before we go as well.
Do we?
Yeah.
Maybe we should put some landing feet on this thing then, so I can just land on the ice.
Well, you've got space for them.
Yeah, I'm just reconfiguring the cockpit. If you want to stick some on.
Yeah.
There's only like 1 square ones, that'd be nice. Actually, maybe 2 squares. So the
then more like
connector doesn't get
3?
damaged. Really?
Like 3 squares tall?
What, 3 big
3 by
squares?
2.
Oh my god. They've got to be really heavy then.
I'll place one and you can see. Do not have it like that, Sammy.
Why?
Now turn them around.
That's how they go.
They do not. They need to face forward. Sammy, I am warning you. Sammy. Sammy. Stop.
OCD rage.
That is. Oh, don't you even dare. Right.
No,
that's
they
it.
should point outwards, mate.
No, Sammy.
Weight distribution, pups. Sideways, not lengthways.
No.
Paul, I'm not even bothering now. I'm done. Like, that's me done. I'm not even going to bother.
They go like this, Sammy.
We set on the 25th, dressed up, Sunday. So for us, tomorrow is Christmas Eve, Saturday, and then Christmas Day is Sunday, and then Boxing Day is Monday. What have we got? The main engine on 2.
I may have came across a bit aggressive for that. I apologise.
No, I'm done, mate. I'm not doing it. Like, no.
Hydrogen thruster. There it is. Parachutes.
No, I don't stream.
Ore detector. Beacon. What else do we need? Spotlights.
Tell you what you and Sammy have created looks amazing.
You reckon?
It looks... It's like a toaster at the front. Right, one of these... one of these posh toasters, right? And then at the back, I'm still undecided on what it looks like. But, Sammy, I do apologise for raging at you. You've actually gone and sat down!
4? Oh my god.
Yeah,
Looks
they look
cool.
stupid pointing that way round.
Think it's going to even take off?
Sammy, they look stupid the way you had them.
Nope.
Yes!
Alright, should we do a poll?
That looks like feet.
Let's do a poll on this.
Does not look like landing gear at all.
Yes, it does!
No, it does not.
Right, let's do a poll. So let's see. We got. Let's see what chat thinks. So the question is landing gear orientation, right? So I'm guessing you both agree that they should point like this on the front. They should point like that.
That's how I think they should go, because then it's all in line with the ship.
Calm down. Calm down. Somebody, do you agree that the front should be like that?
No.
You don't?
He wants them pointing outwards, Paul.
So what's your...
That just looks horrible.
Oh, I see. You want the Space 1999 look.
Yeah, exactly. Classic.
No!
So, okay, so I guess the voting is all face forward or all face outward. Any other options here?
No,
2
that's
forward,
it.
2 backward, 2 forward.
No, they should all face the same way.
Backward. No, it's democracy, mate.
I'm
It's
voting.
democracy. Additional votes, no. 2 forward, 2. So we've got all face forward, all face outward.
And your option, Paul, whether you want 2 and 2 or 1 and 1 and one going in each direction, or...
I suppose my... So you've got them like that.
Which looks silly.
In your opinion.
I mean, I'll be honest, Pups, like, from an engineering perspective, never mind aesthetics, an engineering perspective, that makes more sense because it won't roll as easy.
Thank you.
It can't roll forward and backwards, but it can roll side to side. I'm not about aesthetics, just engineering at this point.
Yeah, and I'm the engineer.
But it doesn't matter in this game. So you should go for the logical thing and make it all slimline and inline. That's all I'm saying.
Slimline? You've got a freaking great thruster sitting on the side. It's slimline.
Yeah, but it looks better facing forward, Sammy.
Did you actually start the poll?
No, I'm still deciding 2 forward, 2 backward. Right, so all face forward is Pup's view. All face sideways is Sommy's view. 2 forward, 2 backward is weird, but I'm putting it in there anyway.
Is that your view, is it?
No. I'm just trying to think of credible options.
Everyone is going to get banned if you don't vote for me. That's all I'm saying. Right, let me land. Let me vote.
NXN, thank you for 75 months. I know Ebram, but, you know, that's the sideways option. That's the forward option. And then the other option is 2 forward that way and 2 facing out that way, which is a bit weird, but it's there.
Come on, people. You know what's the right decision.
Oh, get this Brexit. Love it.
You know what to do, people.
This thing won't even take off. And if it does take off, if it loads up with stuff, it'll never land without crashing. It's just so heavy now. Nah, face inwards is not a credible option.
Oh, over half the time's gone.
53% are saying all face forward. 40% saying face sideways. Maybe the compromise is to just leave it as is, and then Pups gets half and Sommy gets half.
Then what was the point of the foam?
Eh?
Then what was the point of the foam?
Well, for a start, Popses aren't even painted properly.
Oh yeah, because we're going on about paint. I didn't realise that was an option as well, Sammy.
Pups, it's not a democracy. You should know that.
It's a
I would just
democratic
like to know.
dictatorship, mate.
I would just like to know. I won the poll. Me, my option. He's actually took them off.
It is. It's full of puppy sympathisers.
No, I'm gonna be nice. I will be nice to Sammy. I'm trying to be nice here, Sammy.
I don't. Just do it so it looks stupid, and then I'll never fly this craft ever. That's fine.
Oh, God.
Sammy! Oh, I'm trying to make it so we all have half each, but no.
I don't want half, mate. I want you to have what you want and what chat wanted, and that's what this is.
Sammy, will you stop?
It's that most wonderful time of the year. They're getting into the festive spirit here, boys.
Paul, I would highly recommend that the first thing you do is grab the landing gear and turn the auto lock off.
Why?
Pops and Sean Brothers. What? It's the same person.
I think they mean you're arguing like brothers. Detobita, thank you for 17 months. Trucking Pitbull, thank you for 102. Sitting in a truck stop. Truck has no power to drive, but it will idle. It's -5 Fahrenheit outside, but I'm curious when your space does turning off, your dampeners reduce your speed loss. I'm curious, when you're in space, does turning off your dampeners reduce your speed loss? Yes, that's exactly what you do. Can we just, like, agree to do something useful here and then we can just go?
It's Sammy, Paul. I changed them just quickly so it would... And then he's come back after he flew
Do you know,
into it.
I've got an idea, right? Because it was my idea to have landing gear. Let's just not have any landing gear because it's creating too many arguments.
No,
I'll just
go
hover.
do some, I'll do
just
something
hover.
else.
I don't care anymore.
I'll go and do something else. It's fine.
Have you tested if they're wide enough for this?
Yeah, Paul, I turn the auto lock off because as soon as one of the foot ever touches the ground, it will lock you to the ground and keep you there.
What, so you can't ever escape?
No, not without going in and turning the lock off or pressing P.
Right, now, the strength of that connector should be okay, right?
Who knows?
Sammy?
No, I'm just not. I'm done. Like, I'm completely done.
What happened?